members of the District Executive Committee of 308, and last but not the least, the event chairman, past International Board Director, Patricia Hilton, who was Association Treasurer when I was the Association President. We shared many good memories together, and Patricia, your meticulous working has set a good example in our association, and I can never forget that. Well done, Patricia. And today, it is indeed pleasure to share the platform with our Association President, Association Treasurer Archana, Rajiv Sinha ji, Manager of PNB, and Pavan Agarwal ji, the CA. Friends, finance is undoubtedly the most important aspect of any organization. Without finance, we cannot move forward and we cannot grow. Any organization without finance is like a garden without flowers. You can see the difference in the two pictures. Yes. And promptness is the key factor in finance. You have to be very prompt, and this is the topic that has been given to me today. Remember, 1 minute, somebody has done some scratching and I would like to remove that. Just trying to do that.
Vishwaji, could you please see to it?
Yes.
Yeah, I've done it now.
Just
Remember, as a treasurer, you're always being watched. You know why? Because you are dealing with public money for which you are accountable. So please be careful. Promptness in managing the finances is the first step to success. And today, my emphasis is on the most powerful quality which is required in managing the finances, that is, being prompt in our work. And this is what I believe in. What are the most important things in financial management? Well, you have to be judicious in managing the funds, make optimum utilization of resources in the best interest of the district, and this should be the goal of every district treasurer. You should possess sound knowledge of accounting and presentation of financial status. Controlling and monitoring every penny is your duty. Meticulous planning of inflow and outflow in order to generate surplus. Of course, you also need honesty and integrity, accountability and transparency in dealing with public money. And these are the essential attributes of a finance manager, that is the treasurer. What does promptness show? Why do we have to be prompt? Well, promptness shows that you are organized. You are a dependable person. Because being prompt is just not about time. Many of us think, oh, prompt means only punctuality, only time. No, no, no. It is also about respecting our commitments, making our decisions, and taking actions. Every important aspect of our organization has a timeline and which has to be met. We have a timeline for everything, to pay your dues, to prepare the budget, to close the accounts, to open an account, don't we? And you enhance your organization's reputation. Your personal reputation is an important asset. Promptness also means you have all the information ready in hand. And this reflects your professional style of working. And when you are known to be prompt in your working, members will look up at you. No one wants to work with someone who is careless, who is laid back, and likely to miss the deadline, especially when it comes to finance. Well, the duties of a treasurer you all know very well, but I will only speak about the promptness in carrying out these duties, and this is a must. I will quickly summarize it. You have to be prompt in passing resolutions for fixing and finalizing the annual subscriptions, the bank and the auditors. And this is before your tenure begins. You also need to be prompt in preparing the budget in consultation with the district chairman and the outgoing treasurer. But this admit is going on, and can somebody do the admit part, please? Timely maintenance of account books, bills, receipts, vouchers, bank passbooks, ledger, day books, etc. is your forte. Presentation of accounts at district meetings, promptness in money matter ensures the smooth flow of events. And you also have to send the district dues to association in time, the annual dues as well as the half-yearly dues. And please send the exact amount. Na zada, na kam. Neither too much nor too little. And remember that you have to send receipts for all the money that you receive. Whether it's for literature or whether it's for capitation or charter, whatever, the receipt has to be sent. You also have to be prompt, when you start a new club, collect the fees and immediately forward it to the association treasurer along with a photocopy of the charter application form. Prompt payment of fees for replacement charter, name change for existing clubs and inner-wheel literature as per the requirements. And last but not the least, close the bank accounts promptly on the 30th June. And please have the accounts audited and circulate the audited statements 3 weeks before the following conference. Yes, I agree with the proverb, a stitch in time saves 9. Make a habit of being prompt. Just make it into a routine, like how you start your morning with your breakfast. Then if you want to do exercise, walking, your music, your lunch, your yoga, whatever you do. So you make it a habit. So you make finance also a habit. Fall into the routine of being prompt, whether the amount is big or it is small, that does not matter. But what happens sometimes? We become very prompt, when it is a major financial task, we become very, very prompt. And then we become lax, we become careless when it comes to small receipts and payments. But friends, beware of little expenses. A small leak will sink a big ship. Make a list of the to-do things that you have to do and please follow it to the T. Set reminders and deadlines for yourself. I have also set the deadlines for myself. Like, for example, by 5th of every month, I must send the receipts to all the countries who are paying their capitation fees. And I also send the accounts to the board directors and executive members every month by the 5th. This is the deadline that I've set for myself. You can set whatever deadline you want to, but a deadline should always be there, a reminder that you have to finish this task. Friends, minimizing cash, check, demand draft transactions and adopting digital modes of payment reduces delay and cumbersome detailing. Many money applications are available for easy transfer. And now I would like to speak about the leakages. Of course, for everything we have the good points, the merits, the demerits, and we have to make a balance. Point number 1. If you are organized, you will not be wasting time looking for files or the misplaced receipt or the accounts or the payments. And your computer or your laptop should be updated. Punctuality reflects professionalism. If you're late for a meeting and then suddenly you burst into a room 10 minutes late, sochiye, imagine kariye, with papers flying and a sweat-soaked face. Is it a good look? No. Punctuality makes you confident for a meeting. It doesn't matter how many resources you have, but if you don't know how to use them, it will never be enough. Just see in this picture, this man wants to climb up the wall. He wants to cross the wall. He has so many ladders, but he's not making use of them the correct way. He's standing on the ladders, waiting for someone to help him how to go to the other side. So don't do that. Whatever resources you have, optimize your resources. It's easy to look sharp when you haven't done any work. And my treasurers never look sharp. We have to work. We have miles to go before we sleep. Someone said, erasers are made for those who make mistakes. But I say that erasers are made for those who are willing to correct their mistakes. To err is human. We all tend to make mistakes. Sorry and thank you are the mantra for a treasurer. And the treasurer should speak like a sweet potato and not like a Karela, the bitter god, because you can never get money if you are not sweet and polite. I wish the work of a treasurer was as easy as getting fat, but it is a very tough job. In fact, it is the toughest job in the district executive because you are dealing with public money. It may not be so difficult if you handle your own personal finances, but when you are dealing with public money, it is the toughest job. And I know the challenges as I'm dealing with 101 countries and over 1 lakh members across the world. Friends, as a treasurer, when you are perfect and you're doing a great job, there will be some people who will reject you, who will irritate you because you shine too bright for them. That's okay. They don't pay your electricity bill, so keep shining. Keep checking the income expenditure spreadsheet. You have to check your progress. Review the budget constantly. Do not be in deficit anytime. Always aim for a surplus budget. And for success, friends, every inch matters. Or rather, I would like to say, for success, every step matters. You have to be successful. And once you do all this, a prompt treasurer will always stand out in the crowd. And I hope all treasurers from India, club or district, you will stand out. This is my favorite video. Friends, promptness and alertness go hand in hand. Take care of the pennies and the pounds will take care of themselves. Continue to involve, inspire, illuminate inner wheel. Thank you, 308. Thank you, members. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Apeksha and Pooja for inviting me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sarita, for that beautiful presentation. You always manage to put real difficult things so simply. What a beautiful presentation. Moving on, we now have our District Vice Chairman, Seema Kapoor, introducing keynote speaker, Shri Rajiv Ranjan Sinha, the Chief Manager from PNB. And this information, what he gives us, I'm sure is going to be beneficial to.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes.
It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our keynote speaker, Mr. Rajesh Ranjanji. He has a BSc degree in chemistry and a master's in business administration. He has other qualifications like JAIIB and CAIIB as well. He joined Punjab National Bank in 1998 and is presently posted at PNB Parvanu branch as Chief Branch Manager. He has a banking experience of 24 years, out of which he worked at administrative office for more than 9 years in different departments and remaining 11 years in the branches at different locations. His hobbies are palm reading, and working for the betterment of society by helping and guiding the less privileged and needy. It is a great honor to have you with us, sir. I take this opportunity to request you to share your valuable insights about opening and managing bank accounts for clubs and districts. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. First and foremost, I really appreciate the efforts of entire respected thoughts and willingness to help a large section of
Sir, we cannot hear you clearly.
financial and digital literacy. My personal gratitude for the efforts of Apeksha Madam for their for and support toward
Excuse me, sir, we cannot hear you clearly. Rajesh, sir.
women empowerment in real.
Can you all hear?
No.
Rajesh, sir, we cannot hear you. And also we cannot see you. If you could please
Need
put
to
your...
be financial literate.
Rajesh, sir, could you please put your video on and Pooja, could you please call up sir and tell him? I think he's got disconnected. Rajesh,
Yes.
sir, could you please
Yes,
put
yes.
your video on because we are not able to spotlight you with the video off.
Okay. Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
तो थोड़ा सा नेट कनेक्टिविटी का इशू लग रहा है, आप एक बार चेक करेंगे आपके यहाँ का नेट कनेक्टिविटी.
Yes, yes. Hold on. Now financial literacy prepare them for emergencies. I'm talking about the homes, house, and in and financial literate, needless to so being financial literate, that a household lady can their day-to-day expenses. So it is very helpful for them
Rajesh
to
sir,
know how. Yes.
sir, आपको नहीं सुन पा
Yeah.
रहे हैं. We are not able to hear you. आपका नेटवर्क बैंडविड्थ लो बता रहा है.
That's why just I want to put off my video.
अच्छा, फिर आपको हम स्पॉटलाइट नहीं कर पाएंगे. ओके, ओके सर. So maybe try opening the doors of your room. कई बार नेटवर्क कनेक्टिविटी डोर अगर बंद हो तो भी नेटवर्क इशू आता है.
Hello. Just a minute. Now am I laudable, madam?
Yes sir, better है.
Okay. So now I would like to say something about the financial literacy. Actually, what is happening now, financial literacy has moved into digital literacy. Now the use, why it is so, because whenever we want to do something banking transaction, we have a better digital mode is available with all banks. And now we can do transaction through the banking digital channels. But one threat is there. Needless to mention that the rate of cybercrime frauds against women has increased up to a great extent and continued since the majority of women were using social media sites and one or more online platforms for academic, professional, and entertainment purpose. Fraud is committed when criminals use your personal information to access your financial information and make purchases. Crime against women primarily include instances of cyber blackmail, threatening cyber pornography, posting and publishing of offense, a lot many sexual material, cyber stalking, bifling, defaming, morphing, and creation of fake profile. In above context, in the fight against crime, fraud, knowledge, and awareness. It is power and vigilant approach during your any activity on digital platform is control, and this both your intrinsic potential will help you to protect yourself in any dilemma and assistant you take logical decision based on good judgment to prevent yourself from victimization of cyber fraud or crime. Fraud happens on the phone, online, in the mail, even at the ATM cabins, because criminals are hard to work trying to hijack your identify and steal your money. In view of the ever, my sincere request to identify a specific teachable moments and learning context, including schools, the workplace, women's networks, communities, and self-help groups. The program should target young female and empower girls from an economic point of view by providing weekly group meeting and their saving group and a female mentor in safe spaces, financial education and access to an individual saving account at local banks with no opening balance requirements or monthly fee. Further, I would like to share few tips to prevent online frauds. Keep your financial data separate. Know who's asking from other end. Keep your password secret. No phishing allowed. Be aware of phishing emails. Protect your computer means install antivirus software. Keep a watch out of insignificant false phone email messages. With the ever evolving internet banking environment, bank is hello.
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir.
Yeah. Bank is committed to protecting your personal and business information. Bank offer a multitude to layered security to keep your internet banking access safe and secure. Further, madam, I was queried few questions regarding bank opening. So here I would like to mention that only few documents is required to open a society accounts. That is permanent account number or form 60. In case PAN is not available, form 60 is more than enough to open a bank account. But what is challenges there? If PAN is not there, then above 50,000 amount cannot be transacted. So check may be returned. And one important form is there, that is registration certificate. Third is bylaws, and second is KYC document of beneficial owners. Beneficial owners means the person who will authorize to transact bank account. One thing again I would like to share. Very recently, two respected lady visited our office to open a bank account in name of Winner Will 308 Pragati. So there, what was the reason why bank has not opened their account? Because registration was not there. And secondly, there was a mismatch in the name of beneficial owner in Aadhaar and PAN. Third is there is no proof or credential of Inner Wheel District 308. So here I would like to request the participants, if any query you have, please ask so that I may answer your queries.
Uh, Thank you, sir. We can take up the queries towards the end if you would like to stay with us. We have two more speakers and then we go ahead with the interactive session, if that's okay with you.
But rest assured that bank is always here to cooperate you in case of any critical situation of or bank will not cooperate, then we are always here to support you, and there is no reason that bank will not open any account. Rather, bank is very eager to go for such type of accounts.
Thank you so much, sir, for your support and your cooperation. And we'll take these questions up in the interactive session again, sir. So probably there the members will have more clarity. And I request you to please keep with us, stay with us. And
Thank you.
thank you so much, sir. Over to you, Patricia ji.
Okay.
We now have Archana Bajpai Association Treasurer, who's going to be introduced by our District Secretary Sujata Ahuja. There are some, before she starts the introduction, there were some queries which have been answered, but I think he will answer them again when the queries come up.
Thank you, Patricia ji. Good evening, all the dignitaries and my dear Inner Wheel friends. It's my privilege to introduce you all with the dynamic and dedicated Association Treasurer, Archana Bajpai. Born in Hardoi, Archana has also done her schooling in Hardoi, proceeding to Kanpur for graduation. Her Inner Wheel journey began in 2002, and she has been an active member of Inner Wheel Club Varanasi Central. She was actively involved in all the activities and held all the posts at club level. She has, during her tenure as a president, 101 Jaipur foot were provided to the disabled, which was a great project done by her. She has been awarded with many citations and awards at the club level. She joined the district executive committee of District 312 as district editor. And after successfully completing all the posts in the district, she became the district chairman for the year 2021-22. During her tenure as a chairman, she has very achievements she has done, which include the branding of distribution of grow bags, which were numbered about 5,500. 6,500 t-shirts with Inner Wheel logo were distributed. In the healthcare, she donated 5 ambulances for the public and started 3 new clubs, released many monthly newsletters, hosted second EC meetings of the association. And now she is gracing the prestigious post of Association Treasurer for the year 22-23. Under her guidance, able guidance, all the treasurers of the of India are working very well. They are keeping their reports up to mark with her guidance and experience. Her motto is always live with self-respect and own identity. So all the participants and dignitaries I present before you are very much dynamic and dedicated Association Treasurer Archana Bajpai.
Thank you so much, District Secretary Sujata ji, for your kind words. Thank you so much. District Chairman Apeksha, Chief Guest of the Day, AP Madam Surjit Kaur, Guest of Honor, IIW Treasurer Sarita Lunani, Keynote Speaker Ranjan, Rajesh Ranjan, Program Chairman Madam Patricia, and all my Innovale friends. A very pleasant good evening to all of you. First of all, I would like to thank Apeksha and Pooja for inviting me here as a special guest. Thank you so much, dear. And I would like, before I start my presentation, I would like to congratulate each and every district treasurer present here that they are doing excellent work, excellent. Congratulations, dearies. I am proud of you. I am really, and I would like to appreciate that how you are doing and carrying all the accountancy very well, because this was the year with GST. There was so much of something new, and you all have done very hard. So thank you so much. So the topic today was given to me was how to maintain accounting. So I would just like to start my talk with my presentation. So Vishwajit, please. Asset of the district are district treasurers. Cart. Important watchword for district treasurer is cart. And what does cart maintains in district treasurers? Concentration, accountability, responsibility, and transparency. These four things are very, very important regarding finance. Next. Maintain a diary of all necessary accounts, contacts, feed the name of all the clerk treasurers, and form a WhatsApp group with DC added in it. And I think you all have done it. Also feed the email IDs of association president, association executive, CCC, district chairman, district executive, and AC members with district with club treasurers. Next. Some important guidelines, everybody knows it, but I would just want to remind again and again. First of all, you have to prepare budget of incoming Innovale year. Consult outgoing and incoming district chairman and outgoing and incoming treasurers. Take into account the expense of last 3 years and any drastic change, if any. Keep ready files and materials with yourself. Finalize the bank in which account of the district is to be opened. Next. Appointment of auditor is very, very necessary. So before you proceed, you have to finalize your auditor. Achha. Okay, the PPT is coming quite slow, Vishwajit. Is there any problem? The budget for the new Innovale year, financial resolution should be made very timely. Opening, transferring of bank account. The bank account should be an approved nationalized bank or cooperative scheduled bank or corporate bank. Bank account must in the name of Innovale district. Expense in carrying out
out work of the district are paid out the funds of district committee. Appointment of auditor to audit the accounts along with the honorarium fees payable to him. Fixed deposit receipt. Specify terms, purpose, and amount of each FDR. Increase in district dues, if any. Please pass in your district executive with 2/3 majority. Next. Follow-up auditing of statement of accounts. Place the audited statement by the time of district executive meeting held in September or October. Get auditor statement passed. Audited accounts must mention details of fixed deposit also. Send copies to audited statement to club presidents and district officers with PDCs at least 3 weeks before the district conference. Hand over the remaining files, register and material and surplus money pertaining to district treasurer. All relevant record bills, receipt and payments, voucher, books and passbook, final audited account pertaining to next to the year must be passed to the incoming treasurer and must be stored for a minimum of 7 years. You should maintain the audited report at least for past 7 years. Send copy to audited accounts to association treasurer of the current inaugural year. Next. All the account and record should be maintained in a transparent manner. Each and every DT is solely accountable for the transaction incurred during the session. And very important, every DT should maintain integrity during her tenure. The accounts should be maintained in an independent way without any bias, because accountancy is very, very important to the DTs. The DTs should be prompt in her communication. And I think all the DTs in my tenure are very prompt. This is, friends, this is the claim form which you have to fill. Ask the person you are giving to money, ask her to fill this claim form, then only you have to give the money. Next. This is these are the headings under which you can ask them to fill like traveling, stationery, whatever you are going to pay for them. You ask them to fill this form and then you have to give the money. One copy you have to keep in your file, one you have to send to her. Next. Inaugural literature. Inaugural literature, bylaws, association guidelines, constitution and handbook, IIW directory, association directory. This you have to take payments from the district and send to association, and then association treasurer will dispatch you, as I have dispatched all these literature to you all except guidelines, because they are still on progress. Next. So thank you so much. These were the tips. I think everybody knows it very well, and they are already doing their work very well. I don't want to say anything about their work. So thank you once again. If any query, you can ask me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Archana ji. I'm sure everybody is already following this, but it would still be a reminder for them to carry it forward. Patricia ji, over to you. Patricia ji. So, सुजाता जी, आप एक बार कॉल करेंगे पेट्रिशिया जी को? I request the host to kindly unmute Patricia ji.
Ma'am, I have already made her the co-host. She has to unmute herself.
Patricia ji, she's not able to unmute herself. That's why.
Ma'am, I don't think she is near her system because her camera and mic both are turned off.
So I think we carry on. Acha, we have Patricia ji.
Hello.
Okay, over to you, Patricia ji.
Yeah, just a minute.
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, Patricia ji, over to you.
Yes, actually, I've got on to my phone now because he was not unmuting me. I was trying and trying. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much, Archana. Like I said, now we move on to Pooja, who will give you an insight into PAN cards and club accounts. And Pooja will be introduced by District Editor Meenakshi.
Good evening, all. I'm here to introduce Sarah. I'm audible.
Yes, Meenakshi ji.
I'm here to introduce District Treasurer Pooja Goel, IWD 308. When a talented and cheerful, energetic person becomes the custodian of district funds, it is sure to grow by leaps and bounds in a way more than one. DT Pooja Goel fits this proverb snugly. पंख ही काफी नहीं आसमानों के लिए, हौसला भी चाहिए ऊंची उड़ानों के लिए. She always has the determination to achieve her goals, overcoming any hurdle that comes her way with great enthusiasm. Besides a BA Hindi honors degree from Jesus and Mary College, Delhi, she is a self-defense trainer with a master's in physical education
and has a gold medal to her credit. She has conducted many successful self-defense training camps for girls. Pooja has won many awards and citations for her club and zonal posts. She has attended and participated in many district and national events and has been a voting delegate in the 18th virtual convention. He was awarded with the Pride of District 308 award by PDC Shalini Chaudhary for her expert coordination of the Dubai tour in her absence. She joined the District 308 as district editor in the year 2020-21 and was instrumental in taking 11 issues 11 issues of e-newsletter Parvah Ek Viral Dhara. As a district ISO, she led an inter-district tour of 50 members to District 307 and also organized an inter-district ISO meet, Pink Magic. Her biggest achievement as the district treasurer has been the publication of a money management booklet in Hindi and English both, which has been much appreciated for the guidance it has provided to the club treasurers in handling club accounts. Her greatest strength is her ability to win people over with her smiling face and innovative ideas. I am sure she is going to do that with her expert guidance today on the topic given to her. Here I present you Pooja Gul.
Good evening, respected dignitaries, district and club treasurers, my seniors and all Innerville sisters. Today I am going to talk about managing bank account and PAN card. PPT, please. Next page. Innerville Club has two types of bank account, administrative account and charity account. Tip for the treasurers, first of all, maintain a day book both manually as well as digitally by dividing it to two parts. First part is administrative account, second charity account. Starting with administrative account, this includes all the expenses done to run the club smoothly. Some of those are dues paid to the district, stationery and printing, banner cost, chairman's official visit expense, cost of webinars, hosting a district event, newsletter designing and printing cost, club flag designing and printing, courier, CA auditor expense, if any, and conveyance or any other charges decided and passed in executive meeting, general body meeting. In short, all the official expenses of the club come under the administrative account. Next. Charity account. This includes all money for charity from the club. Examples are any sponsorship, donation received from a third party. Third party means non-member of the club, should be accounted for with date of amount received, name of person, organization, and purpose. It also includes money spent individually by the club members for a project. Money in charity account can be used for association thirst area, branding Innerville, spending our wings, membership retention, and growth friendship exchange meet. Chairman thirst area, any other community project. In short, all the charity expense of the club come under the charity account. Next. Now, let's talk about some of the do's and don'ts to keep in mind while holding your club account. Every year, change the signatories in the bank. President, secretary, and treasurer play an important role. Deposit the money collected in the bank account. Maintain clear and transparent account ledger. Decided in the club meeting the proportion of the club membership to be used for administrative and for charity purpose. Make a proposed budget on your club letterhead by putting a 10% increase if needed with the consultation of the club. I hope you have understood about the type of bank accounts. Now let's discuss the importance of the PAN card. PAN card is an important document for any NGO. All NGO needs a PAN card to open a bank account, receive foreign funds, and file tax returns. A PAN card is issued by the Income Tax Department and it contains the permanent account number of the organization. The PAN number is used to identify the NGO and track its financial transactions. Next. These documents are required applying for PAN card, club charter copy, club bylaws, utility bill of the premises of which address is to be given, sale deed, lease deed, or permission to use the premises for address. PAN and Aadhaar of the president, secretary, and treasurer of the club. Next. Affidavit to be submitted by Innerville Club as proof of registration. Form number 49A application from signed by one of the 3 club officers mentioned above and stamped. The above documents have to be self-attested by the person concerned. Item 1 and 2 have to be stamped with club stamp. Dear friends, please note, apply for the PAN card in person through a CA rather than online to avoid cancellation. Last but not the least, a booklet. Next, please. A booklet called Money Management has been compiled by me for smooth working of financials of the club. The soft copy for the same is available with your district treasurer. Thank you, District Chairman Apeksha Kogar, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Event Chairman, past International Board Director, Patricia Hilton ji, for your guidance. Thank you, past Association Secretary PDC Megha Bansal ji, for judgment. Thank you, District EC, for your support, and my seniors for your blessings. I would also like to thank all the dignitaries for enlightening us. Thank you to each one of you for listening to me patiently. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pooja, and for that wonderful presentation. You have worked very hard, and you are working very hard, I know, with all the club treasurers, ensuring that they all have their PAN cards by the end of the year. Friends, now we move on to a very interesting section of today's seminar. It is the interactive session. Over the days, we have received a lot of queries which members, mainly treasurers, club treasurers, they have regarding their accounts and operating accounts, opening accounts, paying taxes. So we'll begin with this. There's Pooja, I think there's a PPT. We'll go to the first query which has come in from Urvashi Khandelwal. She's the club treasurer of Innerville Club Jalna Horizon from District 313. Pooja? Yes, the query is, and it has been addressed to our association president, Dr. Surjit Kaur. The amount we collect from fines of pins or any other fine every month should be deposited in which account
club or charity. By club, she means the administrative account. The club has two accounts, administrative and charity. So she wants to know that this collection of fines which they have for various things, especially, we all know if you don't wear your pin, you have to give a fine. So which account to give it in? Would Association
Yes.
President Surjit? Yes.
Yes, Patricia. This is for the club to decide to which account they want to put this. It's up to them.
Yes. Thank you, Association President. And I think this would go towards, the club would definitely decide that they'll put this valuable amount that they get into charity, use it for a good cause. Thank you, AP Surjit. Now the next question is from Seema Purohit from Inner Wheel Club Karar from District 313. And it is, can we do charity projects from club accounts? Club accounts, she means administrative account. I think so. If she's there, DC Apeksha Kogar, the question is addressed to you.
Yes, Patricia ji. A very warm good evening, everyone. Clubs are often confused between the charity account and the administrative account. It is very clear that whatever you have set in your administrative account can very well be used for charity projects. Yes. But it cannot be done the other way around. Whatever you have set aside for charity cannot be used for administrative purposes. Thank you.
Thank you, DC Apeksha, very well said. And I hope that is clear for Seema. Now there's another question from Seema Purohit. Once again, she wants to know what is the purpose of a voucher book when you're counting a voucher book. And this question is addressed to CA Rotarian Pawan Agarwal ji. I hope he is unmuted. Yes.
Thank you, Patricia ji. First, we should check what is voucher. So, voucher is a document or record which shows that a transaction took place. You receive the money, you issue the receipt, this receipt is voucher. You purchase the goods or services, so the bill or the cash memo you get, it is a voucher. And if you make the payment to supplier, then that receipt issued by the supplier is also a voucher. When you make payment to any club member or you must say any office bearer, then whatever statement of expenses she submits, it is also a voucher, and the supporting documents to that attached to that statement of expenses, they are also the part of that voucher. If you are talking about the printing voucher which are available in the market, then it is not very much necessary. Even the auditors don't insist on it. It can be used to keep all the documents tidy attached to that printed voucher. But small class, that is not very necessary. Main thing is that there should be certain document which could show the transaction.
Thank you. Thank you. I think that was very clearly explained by CA Pawan Agarwal ji. Now the next question is addressed to me. It is, can an auditor become a club member? Most certainly, but they have to qualify. That means first and foremost, a lady above 18 and above years, above 18 years of age can be asked to join the club by invitation. And of course, you all know how to get in members. In fact, I feel an auditor, if she's a member of the club, can be very helpful in guiding you and helping you with your club accounts also. So an auditor can become a club member. We have members from various fields, you have doctors, you have professors. So, each one has their, they can help the club in many ways, and so can an auditor. So most certainly an auditor can become a club member. Move on to the next.
Patricia
Next
ji,
slide. Yes.
Patricia
Yes.
ji,
Yes.
can we reverse the question here? Can a club member who is a chartered accountant become the auditor of the club accounts?
Depends if the club passes it, because depends on what an account is. If it's a small account, definitely, and if the club, passes it for her to pass the accounts, yes. You have the president and secretary along. I don't think there's any harm in an auditor auditing your club accounts if they are qualified and the club agrees to it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Next question. The slide, next slide. Pooja.
The previous one.
The next is.
Yeah, this one.
Okay, I'll read it out. Can the treasurer personally with president or secretary's signature withdraw funds from the club account for club projects?
Yes, the treasurer personally with president or the secretary's signature withdraw funds from the bank account for club project. But if the matter or project has been discussed in the club meeting and approval given to the treasurer, without approval, she cannot withdraw the money.
It's absolutely correct. The club has to agree to whatever projects are being done and the expenses for it. And they are the signatories, so definitely they can withdraw the money for a project. The next question is also addressed to me. Is currently new treasurer carries out audit of previous year. The new treasurer has no knowledge of accounts maintained by the previous year's treasurer. Can the previous treasurer carry out the audit of her year, as she will be in a better position to conduct the audit of accounts as they were handled and maintained by her? Maybe I think this club is making the new incoming treasurer do the previous year's accounts, but I think all clubs, the treasurer for the year where the accounts have to be audited, she has to do the job for that, not the next year's treasurer. This happens even in the association. The previous year's treasurer, she compiles the full account, has it audited, and then presents it. I think all clubs do that. Maybe this club is making the new treasurer do it. But it's the duty of the treasurer for that year to complete the accounts for her year. Is that clear? I can't hear. So if you're treasurer for 21-22 at the end of the year, you will prepare the accounts, have it audited, have it passed, and the new treasurer, you hand it over to her, and then she carries on from 1st of July of her year to the 30th of June. Next. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, Patricia ji. Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Was that clear? Understood?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
That was from Vandana Palod from Innerville Club, Mahabaleshwar. Now we have one which is addressed to, the next one is addressed to Chartered Accountant Pavan Agarwalji. It is from Lakshmi Singh, District Treasurer, Innerview District 314. It has to do with GST. We have taken registration under GST this year as the receipts have gone above 20 lakhs. In the next year, our receipts are only 18. Can we deregister from GST, or we have to keep collecting GST and filling returns? Over to you, Pavanji.
Whether this 20 lakh amount includes the fees paid to the IIW and the association?
I think Lakshmi is here. She can be unmuted. Yes, I think it's a total collection.
Yeah.
Lakshmi, are you there?
Yes, yes. Yes, it is a total collection, sir.
So
Total collection.
I would like to let you know that the following amounts are not part of the 20 lakh limit. Number one is IIW dues and association dues, and number two is district dues. Number three, fees-based services by the IIW, because we are collecting the money and transferring the amount directly to the association or the district. So the club is working as an agent. So these
Sir,
amounts,
I am the district. I am not the club. I'm
okay. In the district as well, whatever money you are collecting for and on behalf of the association, it is not your turnover. You are just acting as an agent.
Okay.
So in GST law, if the agent collects certain money and transfer it to the principal, then that money will not be the part of annual gross turnover.
Okay.
So only the district dues plus other blah blah blah. It means district dues hai, district souvenir dues hai, program fees hai. If the programs are organized by district and the money is taken in their own account.
Yeah.
So these only will be calculated, included in 20 lakh limit.
Okay. And what if it goes below 20 lakhs? I've already taken registration.
Okay. So if you're taken registration and you think that the money, the limit is below the 20 lakh limit, then you can apply for the cancellation of registration. GST department may raise certain objection, but you may plead that it was taken in wrong notion. Our gross receipts are below 20 lakhs, so we are deregistered.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
And very well deregistered.
Lakshmi, why? How has this come down?
No, it is just a
20
question.
to 18
Surjit
lakhs?
ji. Surjit ji, it's just a question. It's
Oh,
not
I hope you're
no,
not
no,
decreasing my members.
No, not at all. It's just a question.
Okay, all right.
Hypothetical.
Or
Hypothetical.
hypothetical. Okay.
In the interest of other districts, not our district.
Money collected for association is not part of the district turnover.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I
Thank
think
you.
this is very clear for a lot of us, because we keep wondering, whatever we collect, we have to pay GST on that. So this makes it clearer. So
Yes.
thank you very much, Pavanji. Moving
Thank
on
you.
to the next query. This is for Mr. Rajiv Ranjan Sinha from PNB. Is he here, Pooja? Pooja?
This is to question. We've missed question number 8, Patricia ji.
Okay, sorry. Okay, this is to International Treasurer Sarita Lunanji. It is from Kavita Niyad, District Chairman from 318. If fees for the new Gen Club members, students can be avoided as the other organizations are not charging fees. She means other.
Well, if you're meaning Rotary, I think Rotary is a very rich organization. But for us, like, for example, we have started a new gen club in Eluru. And what we have done is, We ask them to pay the district, association, and international dues. Maybe they may not collect extra money from their members. They can do very small projects and collect money if necessary. And but we have to collect the fees because we are accountable to the association, to the district, to the international for paying our dues. So we have to pay the dues for the New Gen Club also. It cannot be avoided. Only the club dues, or maybe if the district agrees, if the district chairman agrees that, okay, you don't pay district dues, we will manage without your dues, fine. But association and international dues have to be paid.
Newgen. Coming to that, even Rotary, the Rotaract clubs now have to pay a certain amount as dues. Till
Yes.
last year, it was not there, but they have introduced that also.
And
So,
actually, Patricia, if you go back and if you see the